A simple piece of clothing, soft, comfortable, often ignored. But what if I told you this same piece of fabric once symbolized crime, rebellion, protest, and today it is a part of multi-billion-dollar global industry? From medieval monks to hip-hop artists to billionaires in Silicon Valley, the hoodie has lived many lives and its journey is far more powerful than you think. Joy everyone, I am Ujjwal. Welcome to my channel Grow with Ujjwal. In today's video, we are diving into the evolution of the hoodie. How a simple piece of clothing went from medieval survival wear to a symbol of identity, culture and a multi-billion-dollar global business. Long before fashion brands, logos or streetwear culture, the hoodie had a very different purpose. Back in the 12th century, during the European Middle Ages, people wore garments with hoods not for style, but for actually survival. Monks wore hooded robes called cowls, and outdoor workers used hoods attached to their clothes to protect themselves from rain, snow and harsh weather. At that time, the hood had only one function: protection, nothing more. Even the word hood comes from the Anglo-Saxon word hood, meaning something similar to a hat. This was not fashion, this was a necessity. The birth of the modern hoodie. Fast forward to the 1930s, a time of industrial growth and harsh working condition. Workers in cold warehouse in New York needed something warm, durable and practical. That's when a company changed everything: Champion. They introduced a new material called French terry cotton, thicker and more suitable for a cold environment. And in 1930, they did something revolutionary. They stitched a hood onto a sweatshirt. That moment quickly created what we now call the hoodie. Later, companies like Russell Athleisure also contributed, supplying hooded garments to the military for training and outdoor use. At this stage, the hoodie was still not a fashion, from function to identity. In the 1960s, something interesting began to happen. Universities started printing their names and logos on hoodies. Suddenly, this simple garment became something more. It became a symbol of belonging. Students wore hoodies not just for warmth, but to represent their identity. Then came to the 1970s, and everything changed again. In New York, a new cultural movement was rising: hip-hop. Graffiti artists, street performers, and underground creators adopted the hoodie. For many of them, the hood was not just clothing, it was a tool. It allowed anonymity, it created mystery, it became part of rebellion. At the same time, this also gave the hoodie a negative image. It became associated with the crime and street activity. But then, Hollywood stepped in. In 1976, the film Rocky showed a struggling boxer training in a simple grey hood. That image became iconic. Culture, music, and global popularity. As hip-hop culture spread across the world, the hoodie followed. Artists like Eminem and Tupac wore hoodies not just for a clothing, but as a statement. Skateboarders adopted it. Youth culture embraced it. The hoodie became a symbol of individuality, rebellion, and street identity. By the 1990s, major fashion brands saw an opportunity. Companies like Ralph Lauren and Tommy Hilfiger introduced hoodies into their collection. Something fascinating happened here. Now the question is, why did hoodies survive all these phases and become so popular? First is functionality. They are warm, comfortable and easy to wear. And secondly, identity. People can express themselves through hoodies, whether it's streetwear, college pride and personal style. Third, also I can say cultural influence. From Rocky to rappers to tech leaders like Mark Zuckerberg, the hoodie became normalized everywhere. And finally, comfort. In a world moving fast, people choose comfort over formality. The hoodie fits perfectly into that lifestyle. Now comes the most powerful transformation. The hoodie is no longer just culture, it is a business actually. The global apparel industry produces over 100 billion garments annually, and hoodies alone accounts for 6 to 8% of casual wear production. That's massive actually. Even more interesting, about 64% of young consumers prefer casual clothing for daily wear actually. Let's talk about India. The hoodie and sweatshirt market in India was valued at around USD 12.8 billion in 2024 and is expected to reach USD 23.6 billion by 2033. That's almost double growth. India alone contributed about 6.35% of the global market. And among Asia Pacific countries, India's expected to be the fastest growing market. The hoodies market today is driven by powerful trends. The rise of athleisure. People want clothing that works for both comfort and style. Sustainability. More than 50% of consumers now prefer eco-friendly fabrics. Brands are shifting to organic cotton, recycled polyester, and sustainable materials. Third, I can say streetwear dominance. Oversized hoodies and bold designs are shaping modern fashions. E-commerce also. Nearly 38% of hoodie purchases happen online, with mobile store shopping dominating the space actually. Different regions contribute differently. North America leads with about 34% of consumption. Europe follows with 27%. Asia Pacific contributes around 29% and is growing rapidly. This shows that hoodie demand is not limited to one region. It is truly global market. So that's the story of the hoodie, how something so simple evolved into a symbol of identity, culture, and global business. If you look at it now, it's more than just clothing. It's comfort, expression, and even a statement, depending on who's wearing it. If you found this video valuable, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Grow with Ujjwal for more deep dive content like this. I'm Ujjwal and I will see you in the next one. Jai Hind.